Once upon a time, in a vibrant coral reef, there lived a curious little turtle named Tiny. Tiny was indeed tiny, but he had a big heart and an even bigger imagination. His shell was a beautiful blend of greens and browns, making him one of the most charming turtles on the reef. However, there was one thing Tiny feared the most: the big, roaring waves of the ocean. Every day, Tiny would watch from the safety of his little corner while the other sea creatures swam gracefully through the waves. The fish darted in and out, the crabs clicked their claws happily, and even the starfish danced with the currents. Tiny wanted so much to join them, but the thought of the gigantic waves crashing over him made him tremble. One bright morning, as Tiny watched the ocean sparkle under the sun, a small voice inside him whispered, "Just one little peek wouldn't hurt, would it?" With a sudden burst of courage, Tiny ventured a little further than usual. He clambered over rocks and peeked past corals until he found himself further from home than he had ever been. Suddenly, a giant wave came crashing down. Tiny yelped as he was swept off his little rock perch and tossed about by the swirling waters. When the water finally calmed, Tiny realized with horror that he was lost. Everything looked different, and he didn't know which way to go. Tiny's brave heart felt a bit smaller then, but just as he was about to lose hope, a gentle voice called out to him. "Hey there, are you all right?" It was Danny, a playful dolphin with a bright smile. His smooth gray body glided through the water so effortlessly. "I'm a bit lost," admitted Tiny, feeling shy but grateful for the company. "Lost, are you? Not to worry, I know these waters well," replied Danny with a twinkle in his eyes. "Come on, let's find your way home together." As they set off, Danny showed Tiny the wonders of the ocean. They visited an underwater garden of seaweeds that swayed like dancers, passed by a school of clownfish playing hide-and-seek among the anemones, and met a wise old turtle who told stories of adventure and courage. "You see, Tiny," said Danny as they glided along, "the waves might be big, but they're full of fun and surprise. It's not so scary once you've got a friend by your side." Tiny began to realize that Danny was right. With each spin and dive, his fear began to melt away. The waves were like old friends now, and the ocean didn't seem so daunting. Finally, they reached the coral reef that Tiny called home. The underwater world no longer felt immense and frightening, but exciting and full of uncharted territories. Before he left, Danny winked at Tiny. "Remember, little buddy, bravery grows when you try new things." Tiny smiled, knowing he'd return the ocean's embrace another day, less fearful and more eager to explore. And from that day on, the reef wasn't just a place of beauty, but also a testament to his newfound courage. And so, Tiny the turtle learned that courage wasn't about not feeling scared, but about facing those fears with a brave heart. And whenever he felt that little flutter of fear, he remembered his adventure with Danny the dolphin, the friend who helped him realize his own bravery.